Welcome everyone. Today I want to introduce you to the new Santa Cruz Bullit. The Santa Cruz Bullit is their 170mm free ride e-mountain bike. It looks a lot like the Vala, and that's because Santa Cruz have moved towards this new VP free linkage. VP free is their 4-bar linkage that they used on the Vala. We've seen it before. We're not super surprised, and that's a good thing because the Vala is a great bike too. Bullit is 170mm on the front, 170mm travel on the rear. It's a mixed wheel setup. They found that their bigger travel e-bikes tend to handle better with that mixed wheel setup, so that's what we've got here today. Handles very neutral, it's easy to move around with that smaller rear wheel. VP free enables them to move the pivots away from the motor. Because the motor takes up quite a bit of space on a full power e-bike, moving the pivots away gives them more freedom to design the suspension kinematics in the way that they want. It also enables them to design the geometry a little bit more in the way that they want. It means they can have a really short tucked in chainstay for a more nimble ride. In terms of suspension, it means that they have been able to dial in the anti-squat to give it a more kind of active ride, gives it a little bit more grip on the climbs, makes it a bit more active on the descents. More performance, more grip. We like it, it's good. So the Bosch Performance Line CX motor that we have here, it has 85 Newton meters of torque. It is 600 watt peak power, and it comes with a 600 watt hour battery. That's down a little bit on the previous Bullit, but you know, motors are getting more efficient. Santa Cruz wanted to deliver a bike that is sub 50 pounds across the range, which it is. That in turn enables the handling to be more neutral and easy to ride. They say that most people are going to be kind of within that range. You're not going to run out of power often on rides. Like today I have ridden 13 kilometers with 600 meters of ascent, and I've still got 60% of my battery left, so that's pretty good. You can get the 250 watt hour Powermore battery extender, so if you feel like going for a bigger ride, you can bolt that on there in place of a bottle cage. In terms of geometry, this is got the slackest head angle of any e-bike they've made. It's got the steepest seat tube angle. We're looking at 63.3 degree head tube angle in the slack setting, 78.8 degree seat tube angle. So that's placing your weight nice and forward for the climbs, particularly important on an e-bike when you start to put that power down, so that it keeps the front end weighted, stops you from popping an accidental wheelie. Got a relatively short 443mm chainstay on this size large, 480mm reach. We have 2 flip chips. We have a geometry high and low adjust flip chip on the linkage here, and we have a progression flip chip at the bottom of the shock here, so you can dial in more or less progression depending on how you want to ride it. I've been riding in the higher, steeper setting today, just because we're riding kind of technical North Shore trails. Riding it today, the bike felt actually surprisingly good on the climbs. Like, it's an e-bike, it's going to climb well, but in the kind of technical, really tight corners, it actually felt more manageable than I expected it to. Like I said, it is in the high position, but that's still like a 63.5 degree head angle. It felt really good on the descents, a little bit easier to pick up and maneuver than some other big full power bikes, but also really planted and stable in the fast stuff. Overall, I liked it, I'm a fan. I think we're going to see full power and mid power bikes converging a little bit in the future, and this one I think is kind of the start of that. It's sub 50 pounds, still full power. It's kind of the next evolution of e-bikes of Santa Cruz. The people that are going to be buying this bike are the people that they're shredding gnarly trails, big rock rolls, big descents, trails where we need a lot of braking power, we need those burly tires. But at the same time, it could also be the bike for those people that just don't want to compromise on travel. They want to know that the bike has got their back wherever they're riding, whatever they're doing. You've got 170mm travel front and rear, you know the bike can handle it. Santa Cruz's prerogative with this bike was to create the best handling bike that they could. Not just the best handling e-bike, but the best handling bike. That's why they've made these changes with the linkage. This is why they've gone for a smaller, fully enclosed battery. It's so that they can build the bike light, so they can build it nimble and capable and fun. They really didn't want to compromise on that. So they're built in strength where they need to in the frame. Like all Santa Cruzes, the frame is built strong, it's built durable, it's built to last. Santa Cruz bikes are the kind of bikes that their owners hang on to for a long time, and I don't see why this one would be any different. We've got the same kind of pivot hardware that you would see across most of the other Santa Cruz bikes. It's things that we know, are durable and easy to replace. They have a rock solid lifetime warranty, all the good Santa Cruz stuff. In terms of spec packages, we have 4 total. We have the GX transmission, which is the one you're looking at here. We've got a Float X, we've got a Fox 38 fork, GX transmission build, Santa Cruz's reserve aluminum wheels, again lifetime warranty, that's pretty cool. We have Maven brakes, we've got double down tires. This thing is built to be a burly descender, and the spec reflects that, which is awesome. Another little bonus of the VP free linkage is that we have more dropper insertion, 110mm extra dropper insertion on these frames. So we've got long droppers, a 210mm drop on the size large, which is what we've got here. That's really cool to see on a bike that we're supposed to be descending gnarly trails on. So this bike is set up to climb, but it's also set up to descend. Thanks for watching. These bikes will be available online and in store, so come check them out in person or head to our web store. We ship Canada-wide, so you can order online, have it delivered straight to your door. Feel free to leave a comment below if you have any questions, or email our sales team at sales@steedcycles.com. Thanks, and see you out on the trails.